Sapphire. Guys, Sapphire Yakime with the review of Rain, episode 9, titled Wedlock. I can't even hear myself. So Mary's wedding to Don Carlos approaches. Don Carlos secretly regains his memory, and now we learn that once he gets his memory back, he's all like, Mary was trying to use me. I'm like, if you was getting your memory back, you see that she's not trying to use you. Technically, compare everybody else compared to Mary. Mary is a freaking saint with what she is trying to do with you. She is doing what a queen is supposed to do. Think best for her country. She no longer is the queen of France. She is no longer the queen consort of France. That's out the door. Right now, she has her own damn country to worry about. So if her country needs food, by damn it, she's gonna get that damn food for her country. So Don Carlos, Mary tried to use me, so I'ma use her. Don't be salty. For one, that was your fault. For acting all, ooh, Mary, you told my secret. Mary, what woman in that time frame even knew how to deal with a man who was in BDSM? Because that was like, that was way more taboo than it is today. Like, we kind of get used to it, you know. Like some of them be like, oh, I don't do that, but they probably do it behind doors. Like, we didn't have 50 Shades of Grey, even though that's not really a good representation of it. But the point is, it's not as taboo as it was back then day. You know what I'm saying? So he getting all salty. So he decides to seek revenge by asking Mary, revenge on Mary by asking for the crown matrimonial of Scotland. So what that is, if Mary does not have any children by Don Carlos and their marriage, the country of Scotland automatically goes to him. So when Mary finds out, obviously, you know, she's not going to let that happen. So Mary's suspicious asks Gideon for help. He learns that Don Carlos plans to assassinate Mary after the wedding. Mary tricks Don Carlos into expressing his intentions to all, and the wedding is canceled. She says a trick that she learned from her mother, where she you know, because you know he has to write, you know, for marriage they gotta write their name. So the name, so you know he's supposed to write. So she's like, Don Carlos, something wrong? And you see when the flip through the paper, he's like, where is it? Where is it? I'm like, where is what? Like, because right now she did trick you into showing that you're no longer, what's the term they used back in the day? An idiot. You know, you're fully functioning. She proved that you're fully functioning and that you try to get her killed. You look guilty, so get your ass about this country. So, Mary also learns that Gideon is being blackmailed by Queen Elizabeth. She's pretty much holding his son hostage. I'm like, if Elizabeth wants people to honor her as a queen, how about you not hold people's kids hostage? How about that? How about that? So, Elizabeth is also pregnant with Robert's child, so she presses Robert to divorce Amy and marry her. However, this backfires when Amy learns of this. She goes mad and frames Robert for murder by killing herself, because Robert dismissed all the guards, and they was heard arguing before you know missed all the servants, so they was last heard arguing. And you gotta think about it this way: this broad is crazy enough to kill herself, but she knows that. Oh, excuse me. But she knows that if she is found dead, her husband's gonna be suspicious. And if he all of a sudden marries Queen Elizabeth, it's going to be suspicious that maybe that, you know, Elizabeth got that girl killed so he could be free to marry. Because back in the day, you couldn't get divorced. That was not happening. That's why it was a big deal when King Henry VIII got a divorce from his first wife, Catherine of Aragon. It was a big deal because back in the day, when you got married back in these times, it was for life. There was no, oh, we getting divorced. I don't care if he was good to you. He beat you. She was barren. She couldn't have no babies. He was cheating on you. She was cheating on you. It didn't matter what y'all did as a couple. You was not getting divorced for no goddamn reason whatsoever. I don't care what it is. You're not getting divorced. You're married for life. You got to deal with it. Compared to today, oh, I'm unhappy. Let's get a divorce. Oh. So, Catherine continues her affair with Christopher and has him elevated to a member of the King's Guard. Claude and Liv consummate their relationship by having sex, but soon afterward, Narcisse announces that Claude will be married off to a wealthy duke to recover the French crown's debts. Delphine fears that the murderer's killing instinct is inside her and the murderer kills again. So we know the murderer is somebody inside the house. I have a feeling is Christopher the one Catherine is sleeping with. That's who I feel it is. You know, that's just me. But overall, that is all for the episode of Wedlock. Rain, it said will return in spring, so sometime in March it will return. So we're going on another hiatus, even though we just got back from one. We're going on another little break. But people talking about, I've seen a lot of comments on Rain Hall. Oh, Francis died. I'm not gonna watch the show anymore. I'm like, this show just got good after he did that. I mean, granted, long live the king, may he rest in peace. But it's like, the show is literally about Mary. It's not about Francis. It's not about Catherine. Yes, these are people within her life, but it's essentially about Mary, Queen of Scots. Like, they established that in the first damn episode. Mary, such and such and such, with, you know, Notre Dame is doing like the whole little narration. It's about Mary, about her life. Guess what? She does remarry after Francis dies. Granted, it's not right away, but she does have a life after he passes on. Does it hurt her? Yes. They was in love, but at the end of the day, she's a queen. She got to do what she needs to do. Point blank period. So, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.